All right, so I am heading to a jewelry party. For those of you who don't know, I do permanent jewelry. So we are heading to an event today at a local med spa, which I'm really excited about. They were having like a little spring fling party. The ironic part about that one, it's 36 degrees here and so not spring, but we're gonna go and do it and it's gonna be great. I'm one of those people that when I go places I call someone, so why not just talk to you guys. I went and got my nails done today. We've got a Elsa blue. Ellie asked me to get blue nails and I'm not a blue nail girl. I'm very fair, so blue, but here I am wearing a blue sweater. But these blue nails are like this iridescent blue and I love it. I go to Tiffany, my nail girl. She slays every time. Never missed. Small business ownership, what does that look like for me? I think one of the biggest challenges in small business ownership is giving yourself the time that it requires to acclimate to your business and to
turn left onto
she's just so rude, interrupting me at every turn, literally. But one of my biggest things that I needed to learn myself was that you need to give yourself the opportunity to find where in your life your business fits. And now I know that it's not something that everyone is able to, whether that be because you have to work the way that you do because of finances, or you have to work the way that you do because of the nature of your job. Obviously, every job is different. But what I found is that I've been all over the spectrum. I have been working 5 days a week, grinding in your business and really thriving. And then I've been November, December, my slowest months. And that is something that unfortunately I didn't foresee. That I went into business in December 2022. So I had no idea what to expect in my business in November and December. In my opinion, that's a great and horrible time to be slow, right? So I get all of that family holiday time with my children. The other side is I get that financial stress that comes during the holiday season for children. I want to financially prepare myself to be that slow because I loved being that slow. And that might be unorthodox and that might not be something that works for everyone, but honestly, I really loved it. That's where I was. Really, what I went on this tangent saying is that you need to figure out where your business fits into your life. We have to be aware as small business owners who also have families, and some of you who have small businesses might want a social life or really good work-life balance. And what we have to realize is your business is not your life. The moments with your family and your friends that are right here and now is your life. You know, I'll be honest, I got to a point in September, I was the busiest I had ever been. April through September, not only because it's wedding season, so I went from having 4 weddings a month, plus jewelry parties, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just really working myself to the bone. And I'll be honest, I saw the implications of that on my children. I have said it before, Nick has a really irregular schedule. It's regularly irregular. It's really hard to ever get a routine. I became my children's constant. I am so fortunate to have my in-laws, my father-in-law and my mother-in-law. They are the childcare when Nick and I are working. And I am so fortunate and so blessed to have that opportunity with my family and for my kids to be somewhere where they are comfortable and safe and happy and they can spend the night and they can build these relationships with their grandparents and that type of thing. Not having a constant and having a schedule that worked for them, it really took a toll on my children. Obviously it was short-lived. It was only a couple months and I made that realization within myself. It wasn't worth it for me. Was the money great? Yes. Was my business thriving? Yes. But it wasn't worth it to see my kids sad that I was going to a show, sad that it was another weekend they weren't going to have with me. So yeah, it was really just a priority shift that I had to make. For those of you who may follow me on my business page, for those of you who may have gotten permanent jewelry from me before, etc., etc., I'm sure there has been a change in my social media that you have seen, and this is kind of just where I'm at. I also found that in the height of my business, in those months where I was so busy, I was causing myself to compare myself to local competitors, to other business owners that were completely different from my business. Just all over the place comparison that really did nothing but cause me stress. I feel like my business thrives, my flower business thrives because of who I am, the service that I offer, the experience that I offer. I feel like, why change that and try to be someone I'm not? I don't play into the small business entrepreneurial drama. I have small business friends who I love dearly, who I have vented to, who I've cried to, who I've complained to, who I've loved on, who I've supported. And that's really all you can ask for. You're never gonna please everyone. Not everyone's ever gonna love you and like you, and that's just that. And I feel like I just had to kind of come to terms with that. I am such a nurturer at heart that I'm like, I want everyone to love me and I want to love everyone back. It's not even a people-pleasing nature because I don't have a people-pleasing nature. It's more just I am the friend in the room, and when I'm not, or when I'm not perceived that way, I go into like crisis mode that I have to fix it, and I just can't. I just won't. I love all of my small biz friends that I've met. I've been all over New York State. I've been everywhere, and I love literally everybody that I meet, and that's not an understatement. I literally love small business owners. I just feel like we're out here grinding, we're doing what we love, and we're just all learning at the same time. That's between them and Jesus. I put a lot of pressure on myself in all aspects of my life. And that is one thing this year, specifically in 2024. I'm not a big New Year's resolution type of person, but that is one thing that I told myself I was really going to work on this year, is giving myself grace and stop comparing myself to other people and stop putting so much pressure on myself across the board. As a mom, as a homeschooler, as a baker, I bake bread for my family, and I'm still like, oh, look at her loaf, look at her scoring. Like, what? Get a grip. Pressure on myself in all aspects of life. I had crippling postpartum depression with my first son. It really was because I put the most pressure on myself. I was vicious to myself, and it really took a toll. Every mom plays the comparison game and the what if and the pressure, and it's just not worth it. I forget where I saw it. One of the best indicators that you're a good mom is if you wonder if you're a good mom. And it was phrased something like that, and it's really just like, when you care enough to self-reflect and improve, you're doing what you can. We're all out here thriving in the trenches, stressing yourself out and spreading yourself even thinner than you're spread, and taking on obligations because Susie May is taking on obligations in the PTO. Do what you can. Tomorrow is my daughter's birthday. We're having a family party on Saturday. We do a big 5th birthday. We go to Disney for all the kids' 5th birthdays. So Cora last year turned 5. We went to Disney. And so I've got like a 3-year gap where we're not going to Disney, which we need the recovery. But so this year it's our 6th birthday. We're just doing a family party. I don't do big birthday parties for all the kids at all ages. It's just kind of one of those things where if we can swing it, we do. And if we can't, we just love on her, bring her around family and that type of thing. Tomorrow, I am taking her to this local diner. It's called Rise and Shine. They have the most incredible breakfast. They have these milkshakes that are in these mason jars with all these colors and toppings and whipped cream and crazy straws. That is so up Cora's alley, so I'm so excited we're gonna bring her there. And then one of my most amazingly loves of my life, Liv, that owns Cafe Blue, is going to make her some macaroons, which is her favorite dessert ever. And just tell me why my gonna be 6-year-old is so obsessed with one of the most difficult desserts to make. I can bake pretty much anything fairly well with practice. I mean, I will say it does take practice. Macaroons I pulled up a recipe because she asked me to make them. I knew they were hard. I was scrolling through the recipe and I saw aged egg whites and I checked out. What does that even mean? You're telling me, first of all, eggs, it's like once you realize you're eating an egg, you're no longer eating an egg because now you've got the ick. But now you're gonna have me separate my eggs and then I have to keep it in my fridge. In my fridge? Next to all my other food? No, I won't do that. But yeah, so this is like one of the most difficult desserts to make. That's gonna be what our favorite dessert is. Just complete immeasurable odds. Unrealistic expectations for me. But so we're gonna go get her macaroons, which she calls macarons, which is just so on brand. We're gonna make her favorite dinner. We're gonna play Mario Party. I'm gonna give her a little manicure, pedicure. Nick has to work at night. We're going to make the most of it during the day while he's here. Can't believe she's turning 6. That shakes me to my core. I cry. I'm that mom. I cry at every birthday. And my kids literally come up to me and they go, "We know why you're crying. We're getting bigger." And that makes it even worse. Just let me cry. And then come up to me and crawl into my arms like the babies you are. I'm getting ready to pull in. I don't even know if these videos are gonna be something you guys are interested in. I just love to talk. If this style video is something you're interested in, something relevant to talk about, I will make something to talk about. I love responding to your guys' comments and DMs, and I'm definitely jotting down a little list of videos that you guys would like to see in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.